Hey YouTubers, Cyberdyne24 here, and I'm going to show you another tool that I have in the shop. And this is something I'm actually going to be using on my part-time job at Gruel Brothers. And what you see here is the Milwaukee Fuel Brushless Drill and Impact Combo. And no, the Green Bay Packers stick duct tape is not standard. That was something I just put on for flash. Now with their brushless motors, they're actually quite nice. They're able to reduce the size and reduce the weight from their traditional cordless drills with brushes into it, with more smaller, sleeker design. Plus, also it gives you better durability and also better use of the battery. What I'm trying to explain is that a really cool feature with the Milwaukee fuel technology, with the fuel drill and also impact driver is, let's say for instance you're doing a lot of projects with these tools. You're doing a lot of drilling or driving screws and stuff like that, and you're constantly using this tool, and let's say that the heat in the motor starts heating up and heating up and heating up, and it's going to get to the point where it's going to overheat and smoke. There's actually a built-in chip in the motor and a built-in chip in the battery, and they work together to ensure that your motor will not overheat and conk out of you. So if it gets to that point where it's going to overheat, the chip in the motor will talk to the chip in the battery, and the battery will cut the power to the motor, shutting this thing off and resetting it so that you don't burn your tools out. Because you'll see a lot on YouTube when a lot of people have done tons of videos about these brushless tools when they're comparing between Makita and Milwaukee, and you always see them, drilling through like a 6x4 pressure treated post, using the drill drive or the auger bit, trying to see how many holes they can drill. And most of the time I've seen, well, pretty much all the times I've seen, the Makita drill, brushless drill, always overheats and smokes, and it's pretty much wasted. And you really wouldn't want to waste money on tools like this. I mean, if you buy these tools separately, you're looking at $300. And I'm not talking about just a bare tool. I'm talking about the whole kit. You get the battery, charger, and also the tool itself, carrying case. For me, I don't usually go for that. I always try to go on eBay and just buy the bare tools, pick up new or used batteries, and then pick up the charger separately. Honestly, you'll save yourself a lot more money if you do that route. But as you can see, I'm going to show you a little something. I mean, as you can see right here, let me just flip my viewfinder out here so I can actually see what I'm doing. As you can see right here, there is a little bit of size difference. The Milwaukee M18 impact driver is a little bit smaller. Weight-wise, I don't feel much of a difference. But a key difference between the Milwaukee and this Makita that I have is that this Milwaukee has a very variable speed motor on it. With the Makita, it doesn't. To change the speeds, I have to feather the trigger. So you have to be very, if you're doing kind of cabinetry or other applications like that where you don't need a whole lot of torque, you gotta feather the trigger a bit, which is sometimes can be a pain in the butt. Now the coolest thing with the Milwaukee one, as you can see right here, it has 3 different settings. Of course, number one is the lowest setting. As you can hear from how the motor goes. Now this is me depressing the trigger all the way. Nice, isn't it? If you're doing a lot of light screwing and things like that, bolting work and things like that, this definitely works out for you. If you're kind of doing like cabinetry and stuff like that and need a little extra torque, you put it on number 2 setting, you get more torque. Now if you're doing a lot of, I'm taking this from the video I watched on Milwaukee on their website. If you're like installing metal conduit to concrete, you would use this particular setting because this is the highest amount of torque. It's actually quite nice. Now also with the Milwaukee tools, you also do have the battery indicator on it. Push the button, tells you how much power is in the battery. As you can see, it's only up to 3 lights, which means it's not fully charged. But I've been using this quite a bit at home, doing installing windows and stuff like that, so I've been using it a lot. Now this is the hammer drill and driver. Now the difference between this and the Makita is that the Makita has a plastic chuck. This is an all metal chuck on it. Now one thing I do like about this one is you see right here, this little piece right here is where the handle attaches to when you want to use a hammer drill. Now with the Makita, pretty much the handle setup is it's like a long band, then you got the handle right there, so you got to have a screwdriver on you so you can slip the band on, tighten the band down. This, you actually need no tool whatsoever. Everything's all self-contained to put the handle on this, which is really nice. As you can see, you have your screwdriving setting, drill setting, hammer drill setting, and also here you have your different torque settings you can do. Plus also you do have your speed selector switch 1 and 2. Same thing before. Another key feature is the LED light on it. The LED light on it is a lot brighter than the Makita, and like I say, it's nice to actually have the battery indicator on it because it tells you how much battery life you got left on it. Now, looking at from other videos, the charging time between the Makita and also the Milwaukee is a little bit longer, but it's not, I don't really care. I mean, it's only like probably like an extra 15 minutes longer just to charge it. Now, the cool thing about the Milwaukee charger is, as you can see right here, this is where you would plug in your M18. This actually works with the M18 and also M12 batteries. They're 18 volt and 12 volt batteries. They have so many different kinds of tools and combinations and such. You can actually plug in your 18 volt battery here and plug your 12 volt in here and have them all charged up at once. You don't need separate chargers, which is, I think, is a very convenient thing. Of course, you do have mounts where you can actually install this onto, affix this onto a wall. It's got a nice long cord on it. I mean, I haven't put much use to it. I know I'm probably going to do some videos on these tools and show you a little bit more and what exactly they can do. But I have to say, from what my experience of using them for a few weeks is, they're actually pretty decent and definitely worth the investment. But like I say, if you're going to buy these, definitely search around eBay, pick up the bare tool, look up the batteries and stuff like that, because you figure it was probably about maybe $250 for just the 2 bare tools alone, another $100 for the battery, and then another $35 for the charger. You do the math. It's probably close to $400 I spent just getting all this: 2 batteries, 2 top units, and a charger for $400. Which, if I bought these things in the package kit alone at Home Depot, you'd be looking at over $300. So it's definitely wise to sort of just shop around and see what you can find out there. Hopefully this can be informative for you and let you think about trying other tools and stuff like that. So, y'all have a good one, YouTubers. And like I say, keep on commenting, keep on subscribing. Like to hear the messages. And plus, if you guys send something stupid, like saying I'm a dumb American and don't know how to use tools, I never portray myself as a professional. So, shut up. But, thanks for watching, YouTubers. You have a good day.